Stay tuned for that. Now, as students prepare to start the new school year tomorrow, the Matric class of 2013 is preparing for their first year at university. What are some of the things they can expect to encounter? Well, here to talk to us about this is Tebogo Thothela, who is the former president of the Wits University Student Representative Council. Good to have you. Welcome to Morning Live.
Thanks a lot, Leanne. Good to have you.
Now, let's talk about the role of the Student Representative Council. What exactly does it do?
Well, I think nationwide, SRC's become that voice for students. So in the higher education sector, you've got your councils, you've got your university management, and SRCs are there to represent students, be it in exclusion committees, to ensure that when you arrive there as a first year, you are met with a friendly face, you are met with a familiar face, and your first friend is a student when you get into higher education. So that's the important role that they play within our universities.
Yeah, it's a difficult time. You know, when you're coming out of school, it's a completely different environment. I remember that one thing, you know, coming from an almost protected environment in school, and then you come into a university where you've got a lot more freedom, and you're the small fish in a big pond. That's one thing I always remembered. How do you prepare the first years for their journey?
You know, I wish there was sort of like a guideline where you could say this is how you do, because for most people it's completely different. I've got a friend of mine, for example, from Tucho. When he arrived, it was a completely new experience, new city, tall buildings, and he gets to Wits University. But the best advice that we usually give is that your first point of call is, you will see as you go around universities, there are help desks that are there. There are SRC help desk, SASCO help desk, and there are people who are there readily willing to assist you. So the best we can say is that go through some of the material that you've been reading through from last year, your Matric. Go to the revision lectures that usually happen in the beginning of the year, and get ready for it. I mean, the first week is usually all orientation and a couple of rest parties there, but immediately after that, it's into the business. And that's what we say to our students: enjoy your first week, but know from second week on, it's work all the way.
Yeah, hard work, lots of hard work. A lot of people, they party a little bit too much in the first year, and then they realize, oh, let me actually start working. But there's a question for you. How do you assist? You know, we've got such a high dropout rate in universities that there's this major intake, but when you actually look at the graduates, there's no comparison to how many started in the class. How do you assist with something like this?
Well, there's something that's actually currently going on called the Right to Learn campaign. And it's got a lot of guiding principle that they do. It's led by SASCO, and some of the SRCs in the country as well that are led by it do that. And they sort of push an academic excellence campaign. So from the onset, students are told of the importance of attending classes, of mentorship. And it's a principle which really is focused on ensuring that, one, we do reduce the amount of dropout rates that are there in the country.
Good.
And it goes on throughout the year. It's not just now in January. We have it again in February, in June, just before the exams. And usually you'll have academic excellence before exams. So it's not about getting excluded out of university, but it's about encouraging those, let's study throughout the year, so that by the time we get to your November and October exams, really all you're doing is revision.
Yeah, I imagine social media plays a massive role in what you do.
Definitely, all the time. Twitter accounts.
Constant.
That's what we have to do.
Yeah.
Instagram and on all of that. Those are some of the important things to ensure that throughout, because that's where we are as the youth, in the social space.
Oh yes, oh yes. Never without a cell phone or a tablet or some form of device to keep you updated. Well, there's that little bit of advice to you. University students, use the SRC. It's there for you, and that's something that'll help you in your university, and especially in that first year, to just orientate you in there. So thank you so much for talking to us. Good luck with your studies, because I know you're busy studying
6 months left, yes.
You've got 6 months left?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Good luck to you.
Thanks a lot.
All right. Tebogo Thothela, who is the former president of the Wits University SRC, joining us this morning. All right.